Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 578. 578 episodes. Pat on the back, booty. That is pretty impressive. Okay, there we go. I'm just giving myself a public pat on the back. Nice one. Okay, so today it's Saturday, and so it's a weekend, and that means only one thing. We are doing book review day. And book review, this was quite a big book. This was a humongous book. And do you know what? Do I recommend it for you guys and girls? Probably not. I think it's very, very niche. It's got some great ratings, but for me, as I'm just trying to find it now for you guys, the exact name, it's Facebook, The Inside Story, Stephen Levy or Levy, I don't know. Levy probably. It's a really decent book. It really is. It goes from the Facebook inception, how it started, then it goes through all the trials and tribulations of Facebook and how it's going to evolve and etc. It runs, there's not a stone that isn't unturned. If you're fascinated by these founders and how they started a business, then this could be for you. It could be. However, for me, it's not really a business book. That would be the one big takeaway I have got. I like business books and focusing from the element and side of how the business functioned, how it started making money, how it evolved, what ideas I had first of all, and just from inception to the end, etc. And it's not really about that. It's not really about the business side of it. It's about social media, how social media changed the world. Is it good? Is it bad? The bad parts about it, and obviously what they wanted to do at Facebook, what Zuck wanted to do was he wanted to connect the world. Is it better connection now or was it before? And it's about quite a lot about politics, Cambridge Analytica, what happened there when obviously Trump, the Trump campaign, it was definitely helped him win the election because of their Facebook campaign and the information that came out it's now absolutely confirmed that there was misinformation from Russia as well that infiltrated the Facebook advertising campaigns and also put loads of fake news out and started accounts do you know what? I do feel sorry for a little bit of Facebook as well, because yes, they have a social responsibility, but how the hell do you police however many billion users? How do you make sure that, because the AI isn't good enough to make sure there's no hatred on Facebook? And how do you police that? It's incredibly difficult. So I do feel sorry for Facebook. However, for me, it was more about the story of Facebook rather than the business. And I like companies, founders, I like to know the nitty gritty about the business, how they got funding, the trying times, the good times, etc. And it seemed to gloss over that a little bit for me, for in terms of a business book. So if you are interested in social media and how Facebook started and the ideas around it, and without going to nitty gritty of a finance, then yeah, this book could be for you. For me, and I can only speak for me, obviously, is that I want to know more about the numbers. I want to deep dive into that, the profitability, etc. And it's just a little bit lacking. So would I recommend it? Probably not. No, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a good overall knowledge. I feel like I know Facebook, understand Facebook a little bit more. I understand the culture. I understand a little bit more about the trials and tribulations. And I think Mark Zuckerberg is a wonderful, wonderful genius of a businessman, of a CEO. He's absolutely incredible. And I understand more about him, and I've got more respect for him in terms of how he runs a business, but I understand the ethical point of view as well about Facebook and what it's turning into this Goliath, hasn't it? It's huge, humongous. So yeah, in terms of that, it's very, very difficult to say if it's right or wrong, etc. But it is what it is. So for me, no, I wouldn't recommend it. But I didn't want to put it down. I did find myself dazing off at points, which I don't normally do in books, and so that's why I knew that it wasn't quite for me. However, it was interesting enough for me to continue listening to it, so it must have had something. Basically, in a nutshell, that is what I found about this book. All right, guys, girls, have a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you guys on tomorrow morning when we have a wonderful. I'm reading it now. Oh, yeah, it's good. It's about waiting for the moment. All right, my friends, see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.